Okay.
Good morning. We're coming to you from the Anson County Historical Society this morning. Steve Bailey. Now, Steve, your official title is Outreach Coordinator.
Outreach Coordinator.
Okay, but you wear many hats, and we thank you so
way.
much for agreeing to give us a tour today. I'm Diane Welch. We have Cruz Carpenter here. Cruz is interning here this semester. Okay, this semester, and I know he's been a valuable asset, and he's been part of our tour this morning, and we thank you for being a part of it, Cruz. Caroline Hightower behind the camera there, filming all this wonderful footage this morning. And Steve, you want to share how people can get in touch with you?
Our email address is ansonhistorical@windstream.net. Our phone number here is 704-694-6694. Actual office hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., closed on Sundays, closed on holidays, mainly Christmas and Thanksgiving. I work all the other holidays. People passing through want to be able to stop by. They may call a few days or weeks ahead of time to make an appointment when they can drop by. We also open by appointment, so just call us at 704-694-6694.
And you have a lot of information on your website. You have also the museums identifying them.
Call and make an appointment to see the museums.
Right. And the books that you guys have here for sale that are...
History of Anson County by Mary Medley. It's been a bestseller since 1976 by the Historical Society.
We're excited about our tour this morning.
In this room, there was one bookcase and 2 filing cabinets, and they gave me a 3rd filing cabinet to establish a local Black history collection, which now has over 1,200 files of local Black history. And so, up until from 2015 to 2018, people would come in here and ask me what we had on the surrounding counties. I said nothing. So in 2018, I thought, I need to do something about that. So I started searching the internet for books on Anson and surrounding counties, and I was finding all these amazing books. So I would send a Facebook message to a Facebook friend or email a Historical Society member, and I'd say, can I influence you to order a book of my choosing and donate it here? So from then until now, I've got books on Anson County, Richmond County, Stanley County, Union County, Montgomery County, Moore County, and the South Carolina counties of Chesterfield, Darlington, and Marlboro. So when COVID hit and everywhere else was shut down, I became like a one-stop research facility for many people that didn't want to travel all over the place and could not because COVID had shut everything down. So I've had an amazing journey here.
This is the Risdon Hill map. It's was like discovered in one of the, like in the back right there by Steve. We didn't even know we had it. And it's about every house and business. It's dated in 1904, but it says it ranges from 1867 to 1904 of every single house and business that was built in the area of all in the entire county.
Wow.
A brief how this got started back in 1963. In 1963, the town of Wadesboro was planning to demolish these two houses to make way for modern housing. And so the Boggans and the Hammond descendants and the Little descendants protested and established a historical society to save both houses. And I discovered that newspaper article on microfilm several years ago in the Anson record thing. I forgot what month in 1963, but all I can remember was 1963. And I don't even remember if I ever copied that article, but that's for you to find.
Okay.
But anyway, so at that time, the Boggan Hammond house was right here, along in here. And so Patrick Boggan built it in about 1796 for his daughter Eleanor when she married William Hammond. And so then Patrick Boggan died about 1817. Eleanor and William Hammond passed away. Alexander Little moved to town from somewhere, another state, I think, in about 1827, and he purchased that house when it was here. So then in 1839, he built this house up alongside this house. It never made any sense to me why he done that. And it's like he might have turned this house into the Boggan house into a storage building. And so he lived here till he died in 1869. He's buried at Eastview Cemetery. So he was born about 1797. Okay. So after the Historical Society was established in 1963, the trustees talked to the state archives people about how to better preserve the two houses, and it was suggested that the houses be separated. So that's how it got moved back here.
Okay.
Got nice heat.
I
This furniture piece right here was just donated a few weeks ago by Corinne Nicholson. And it was one of William Little's pieces of furniture that he built.
That he built, yeah.
And so she thinks it was constructed about 1845, and he died 3 years later in 1848.
Okay.
And so people have asked me what was the kinship between William Little and Alexander Little. No kin, because Alexander Little came from another state. William Little came from England. So in here are every piece of furniture in the house is not original with the house. This is Julius Little's piano. William Little's son, Julius Little, who was the mayor of Wadesboro in 1900.
Okay.
And I believe that's one of William Little's artwork there. And this cat thing over there is one of his creations also. And
That's so interesting because aren't they beautiful?
they are.
Yeah.
And General Smith Mansonville, his sister. This is his sister's needlepoint. And when I bring ladies and gentlemen in here to see this, the men just stare at it blankly, and the women go, oh. Because the women know how much
Appreciate.
work. Yeah. And the men just keep on standing looking, staring.
Oh, yeah.
And then the women have to explain to the men why they're in such awestruck because all the hard work that poor woman put into that.
Right.
After working hard all day in the yard or whatever, the house or whatever, and then late at night, work on that needle.
Creating that, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, Stephen, this piece, is this also part of?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's no name attached to it.
Okay, all right. Well, it all fits very well.
It does. And some of these books here and some of the books over there belong to the Boggan family. Some of the publishing dates are like 1845 to 1855. And this here was donated in 1984, and it was one of William Little's masterpieces.
Oh, wow.
Before they come out of the attic, discovered that the closet downstairs, the walk-in closet downstairs, which I use as a storage room, was a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever was living here in the 1930s and 40s had a bathroom down there, and then when the Historical Society was established, they removed the bathroom, put the bathroom up here, that's behind you, and turned this room into an office.
No, what's that?
And so this was the office of Lynn Garibaldi or whoever from the 1960s through the 1970s up until maybe the early 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
And all I could think about was, why would they put an office up here and have old folks having to climb up down the
Climb
stairs?
those steps, as steep as they are.
So this mantle and the mantle and the fireplace, the mantle and also the next room is original. According to what I've read here, it's original with the house.
Gosh.
So it's very old.
I would say so.
And this baby doll was Miss Marion Craig's mother's baby doll.
Okay.
And Miss Marion Craig's mother was born about 1890. So it was probably played with by Marion also.
Right. Wow.
She's falling apart though. This bed. This came from Wilmington.
Okay.
Like
Okay. What is that? Oh,
yeah.
what is
Miss Billingsley came to visit me back in 2017. She was like 93 years old then,
Okay.
and she brought me her father's baby cap.
Oh, yes. How about that?
You see that now?
There. Yeah, I see that now. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm looking around. Hey, look.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we can walk around.
Yeah. Got a new system in this year.
Okay, wow.
A few months ago. Yeah.
Okay,
This is, I call this the whatnot room.
okay.
When people ask me bring stuff, donate stuff to us, Historical Society, I don't know what to do with it, so I put it in here.
Put it in here, okay.
Even quilts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got a little bit of everything.
There'd be two ration stamps on the top shelf there. World War II ration stamps.
Okay. Yeah,
Interesting outfit.
it is.
Yeah.
What's the story on that, Steve?
It's always been here, is all I know.
That's a Southern mourning dress. In the Civil War and before it, if your husband died, you would have to wear that for 2.5 years.
2.5.
Yeah, that's the like there are different periods of mourning for family, like
some of the books that I read.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and like
Customs.
Jeb Stewart's wife, she wore a black dress like that till her death in 1924. She never stopped.
How about that?
And everyone, these are Boggan family wedding shoes. I don't know how many hundreds of years ago, but they're wore out.
How about that? Well, it's amazing that they're still here, and isn't that great that we
Yeah.
can see them?
Mhm.
And again, the corner fireplace.
The other corner fireplace.
You know, the houses, that was the way of heating,
Yes.
all of older homes,
Mhm.
but this is the first time I've seen one in the corner like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Is it a spinning wheel too?
No, I think it did,
Something like that on the
yarn.
orange.
That was the spinning wheel.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
And that one in there is,
a spinning wheel.
This is like a Elizabethan style garden.
And what does it date back to?
It was historically like recreated by historic landscapers when they moved the house.
Gotcha.
That's right.
About when the office house was dated too.
The office, 1994.
Okay.
That's the site of where Penny Bennett's house was. Yes, and that was his parents' home, and it was demolished in 1977. So the house was demolished in 1977, and in 1987 he deeded the property over to the historical society.
That was good. Okay, so what we have over here is the brick.
Well, I don't know what that is.
That was the interior molding of the house. It was entirely constructed of brick. The historical article I read said it was useful for like keeping insulation in, like for your fire and everything, and also in the event of a attack by natives.
Right. How about that?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
That makes sense, doesn't it?
so before COVID, we were visited by at least one member of the Boggan family from somewhere in the United States once a year.
That's something I guess can understand why they would be so special to them that they would want to see exactly what it was like.
But anyway,
Okay.
that cover is from the Joseph Ingham plantation down at Lysville. You've heard of Joseph Ingham.
I certainly have.
And Joseph Ingham arrived in the county about 1769. So no one really knows how old this cupboard is.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And that mantle came from the Joseph Ingham plantation, and the mantle in here came from the Elijah Lyles plantation.
All right. And that is a very unusual. Now I say pie safe, but it's probably.
It is passé from. Is it from the Lyles family? Yeah, from the Lyles family. It was built in the 1800s.
Used to make children's shoes.
Mm-hmm. And every Boggan that has ever come through here wants to have a picture made with this Boggan Brothers jug.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go back home and show it to
That's
everyone.
a tiny jug.
Yes, it is.
What would you put in that jug?
I don't know.
I like the light, Steve.
Yeah, they've been here forever.
It's a period. And so does it have an upstairs area?
It does. William Hammond and Eleanor Boggan Hammond were the parents of 7 children, and the 7 children slept upstairs. I haven't been up there in over 20 years. Yes.
That stairway is really
Steve.
something, yeah. Narrow and very, well, back in the day.
Yes.
So,
Anyway. Trundle bed down below.
okay, yeah, I see that. And the trunk does it have any?
I don't know.
platter, Steve, is that just a,
Let me see, let us see,
okay,
the platter.
okay, blue feathered edged
It is not,
earthenware
I don't think
platter,
it's from here,
1790.
probably a recreation.
And this mantle, did it come from Lawsville too?
Yes, it did. It came from the Joseph Ingram plantation.
And they were, the mantles were special, of course, you know,
Yes.
because they were needed in all the homes for heat. I mean, the fireplaces. So the mantle was
Important.
quite valuable, yes. Cradle,
Cradle.
Came from everywhere else.
Another spinning wheel.
Came from the Roanoke River.
Oh, wow. Williamston.
Uh-huh.
there used to be the butter boxes,
Uh-huh.
that were much smaller than that, so that this is probably something
Uh-huh.
else in it. And that table is probably, does it have a history? Is it on here somewhere?
It's somewhere on there. What do you think?
Tavern table, 18th century New England, pine top with maple
It came from
turned
somewhere else.
legs and stretchers. Is
Well,
it-
last Tuesday I had a visitor from Powell Township, Tennessee. They called first. He was at the William Little Cemetery on Gateway Station Road. He said, "Do you have any furniture that William Little built, constructed?" I said, "Yes, we do." So he came right up and he said he had. So I showed him in the house William Little's furniture. He said he had been to an estate auction in Pennsylvania and bought a piece of William Little's furniture in Pennsylvania, but he couldn't explain how it made it to Pennsylvania.
To be there.
When COVID hit, we never did shut down.
Right.
But so then we was like 20 visitors per month. Those were that select few that knew everything was shut down, but they would call me and say, "I know everything shut down." They said, "But I want to come inside and put my hands on some books." So I let them in, let them browse through the books and the files. And
Right.
so now we picked back up to 85 to 100 visitors per month.
Per month.
Per month.
That is amazing. That's real. I'm proud. I'm proud for you. Proud of the work that you're doing
Thank you.
here. We thank you guys for listening and watching today as we've done this tour with the Historical Society.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Steve Bailey, for the work that you're doing here, and thank you for agreeing to take us on this tour.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Cruz Carpenter, for being a part of it, because we have thoroughly enjoyed it, and this is a part of our history, and we're proud of the work that's being done here.
Yeah.
And you are adding to your files
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
We feel the same way
Mhm.
with our genealogy book at
Uh-huh.
the library. We're very happy to accept anything on families, because this is treasured material.
Yeah.
And it's our future. There are people, if it's in a
Mhm.
secure place, then generations to come can
Yeah.
take
Uh-huh.
advantage of it, and that's a great thing. But thank you again.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.